He stood as still as marble, his face blank, his eyes locked straight ahead under the brim of his cap. The tomb of the unknown soldier glimmered beneath the morning sun, and there he was, Sergeant Daniel Hayes, a U.S. Army veteran and tomb guard of the 3rd Infantry Regiment. To the tourists gathered behind the rope line, he looked like a statue carved from honor itself. But what no one knew was that behind those steady eyes was a father, a single dad raising his little boy, Ethan, after losing his wife 3 years ago. "Daddy, when are you done guarding the heroes?" Ethan would ask over the phone, his small voice breaking Daniel's heart every time he had to say, "Soon, buddy. Soon." That day, the crowd was larger than usual. School kids, tourists, and families filled the silent memorial grounds. The air was sacred, the respect thick, until one voice shattered it. "Why's he acting like a robot? It's just a grave." A teenage boy's voice echoed. Heads turned instantly. His mother tried to hush him, but he laughed louder, mimicking the guard's precision march. His friends snickered. The other visitors looked horrified. No one dared to speak at the tomb. But the boy, wearing an expensive hoodie and holding a phone up to record, clearly didn't care. Daniel didn't move an inch, but inside, something stirred. He had trained for years to master his discipline, to guard those who never came home, to stand even when his legs trembled, even when the world outside forgot what sacrifice meant. The disrespect pierced deeper than any bullet ever had. A soldier nearby stepped forward to warn the boy, but Daniel's measured voice broke the silence first. "Sir, it is requested that everyone maintains silence and respect." The way he said it, calm, steady, commanding, froze the air. The teen rolled his eyes. "Relax, dude. It's just for a TikTok." Gasps rippled through the crowd. The mother turned pale, whispering harshly, "Stop. That man's a tomb guard." But the boy shrugged. Then came the moment no one expected. The teen's phone slipped from his hand as Daniel took one single step forward, a step so deliberate, so thunderous, it echoed through the marble courtyard. The sound snapped through the silence like lightning. Daniel's eyes met his, not angry, not threatening, just piercing, filled with a kind of quiet power that words couldn't touch. "Soldier, sir." The assistant guard's voice broke in. "The relief is here." As Daniel turned to finish his final steps and ceremonial inspection, the entire crowd stood frozen in reverence. The teen's laughter was gone. When Daniel handed off his weapon and marched away, even the disrespectful boy lowered his gaze. Later that afternoon, as Daniel left the barracks in civilian clothes, he noticed the same boy and his mother waiting by the gate. The kid looked smaller now, his arrogance gone. The mother nudged him forward. I'm sorry," the teen muttered. "I didn't get it before. My grandpa was in the Marines. He never came home." Daniel looked at him quietly, then nodded. "You honor him by how you live, son. Not just by saying you respect him." The boy's eyes glistened, and his mother placed a hand on his shoulder. "Thank you," she whispered. As Daniel walked toward his truck, he spotted a small figure running toward him, Ethan. His babysitter had brought him by for a surprise visit. The little boy leapt into his father's arms. "Daddy, I saw you on TV. You looked like a superhero." Daniel smiled for the first time that day. "No, buddy, the real heroes are the ones we guard. We just make sure the world never forgets them." The camera zooms in, the tomb behind them, the flag waving above, and Daniel holding his son in the golden light of sunset. The same teenager watches from a distance, tears in his eyes, removing his cap in silent respect. And that's when the narrator's voice would break through for your viewers. Sometimes, it takes just one moment of discipline, one man's example, to remind the world what true respect looks like. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button, subscribe for more inspiring stories, and never forget the price of freedom. Because in the end, it wasn't just a soldier's duty that changed that day. It was a boy's understanding of sacrifice, a father's quiet pride, and a nation's reminder of what it means to honor those who gave everything. And as the screen fades to black, only the sound of the guard's boots remains, echoing softly in the silence, marking time for those who never came home.